Good afternoon from BMW and Porsche of Ocala. I'm Scotty, one of the BMW Porsche product geniuses over here. And today we're taking a look at this beautiful 2018 BMW X3 M40i. Now this car is going to be powered by an inline 6-cylinder turbo engine that generates 355 horsepower and 369 foot-pounds of torque. It's going to be sent to the intelligent all-wheel drive system, also known as BMW's xDrive, via an 8-speed automatic transmission that brings this car to a 0 to 60 in only 4.6 seconds. So an incredibly fast, sporty car. And of course, this being on the new X3 chassis, which is now on the G chassis, all new technology, all new fuel efficiency features, such as even the active kidney grills over here in the front. Of course, still keeping the iconic BMW style, but if you notice, these are actually closed off. But if you start going faster and the engine needs a little more air to help cool off, they will actually open up to allow for that extra airflow, and of course close back up if you start coasting on the highway where the engine is not going to need that extra performance or airflow to help keep the drag coefficient lower on the car and make it, of course, a little quieter. Really cool stuff. And of course, we do see, since this is an M40i, they do have a lot of the cerulean gray, which is the new color accenting, which is almost like kind of a matte grayish, kind of almost like a gold tinge to it. So it really brings a nice accent to the car, really shows off its aggressive stylings. And of course, just look at the front end over here. Now, this is going to be a very well-equipped model. I did turn on the lights. I was doing the walk around right over here. These are going to be the adaptive full LED headlights. So these guys can turn up to 15 degrees either direction. And they can also adjust horizontally based on the speed you're going, which is really neat stuff. Of course, you see the very aggressive front end here. Air brake ducts. And of course, we do see the active cruise control center. We're going to be talking about that in just a moment. We also see the little camera right over here, which is also going to let me know that this car does have the Parking Assistant Plus package, which is really cool. Now, this car is going to be sitting on the 21-inch multi-spoke alloy wheels. These are a new wheel package for this car, and of course new to the X3s in general. Almost very reminiscent of the 760 Li wheels, which are really sharp, really cool. Of course, we do see some more of that cerulean gray accenting along the sides and on the mirror caps as well. Now, of course, being an X3, comfort access is available, and this car does, of course, come with it. That is going to be featured as standard on this car. So to unlock it, I can just reach for the door handle here. But in feature on the new Go3 X3s, I can do it on all 4 doors, which is really nice. And of course, just to lock it, I would hit this little guy right over here. And of course, the car is all locked up, and it lets us know with a little auditory beep. So I'm going to re-unlock the car, open up the door, and let's go ahead and start talking about packaging. Now, this car is going to come with the driving assistance package, which before, of course, used to just feature the rear view camera and, of course, the park distance control. Now that's standard on the car, so now it's actually going to feature the blind spot detection, which we see with the little triangle right over here, as well as lane departure warning. And, of course, this car does have the crash mitigation systems as standard on the car, which is very nice as well. But since this car does come with the Driving Assistant Plus package, now, with the Driving Assistance package, of course, we do have blind spot detection and lane departure warning, but essentially Driving Assistant Plus now is like all that stuff, but on steroids. So instead of just having lane departure warning, you also have lane keep assist. So you can actually activate it so that if you actually start drifting from the lane, not only will it give you an alert, it'll also steer you back or even hold you in the lane so you can't even drift from it. Really cool stuff. We also see the active cruise control right over here with adjustable speed, and of course you can adjust the distance to it. Really sharp. Of course, the all-new iDrive system, which are the first ones, of course, to feature now. Allow us to use touchscreen, gesture controls, as well as voice commands on the car, which are really easy to work. Find me the nearest Starbucks.
Starbucks 46 cent.
And now I'm on my way.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, then, if possible,
Pretty cool stuff. So that's the whole thing with BMW on this new G series of cars. It's a very customizable car and very easy to learn, which is, of course, my job is actually just teach people how to use this car. So you can, if you find a particular way you want to work something, you could stick with it, no problem. But BMW will have about 5 different ways to do every function on the car, which is great. So, of course, controlling the screen, as we know, touch screen, the dial that's right down over here, voice commands. It's really easy stuff. Just a really good way to learn the car. But let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of the car. The exterior, as we already saw, is finished in a black sapphire metallic, and, of course, really nicely matched with the black Nevada leather interior, with the blue stitching as well. And this is, of course, signature to the M40i. So we see the blue stitching, as well as the little M Sport stitching right over here. Very nice. And, of course, all the seat adjustments you can ever want. You have everything from bolsters, lumbar support, forward and back adjustment, height, and even tilt of the seat. Of course, the pitch of your back is here. Really nice, comfy seats, especially compared to the older X3. Really sharp to see. Of course, automatic headlights, automatic windshield wipers, as you'd expect on the car. This car does also come with the automatic high beams, which is also very nice. Pretty cool stuff. The interior ambient lighting, as thankfully we're in the showroom right now, so we are able to see that interior lighting of the car. It can be changed between 7 different colors, everything from bronze, orange, white, blue, purple, green. Pretty cool. Really sharp stuff. But if we come to the outside of the car, and I were to activate the LED light carpet, let's see if we'll be able to see in the showroom here. And we see these little wings appear on the side of the car. They're a little hard to see, but there we go. And that's actually going to be your new style of puddle lights. They have a little projector system right under the door. We can see the light coming out. So instead of just having kind of just 2 splotches of light, it's actually a little walkway to be able to walk up to the door, which is really sharp. Of course, this car does also come with the premium package, which is kind of a combination of multi-packages that were in different parts of or different packages of other cars. So we do have the heated steering wheel, part of the cold weather package, the navigation system, which used to be part of the technology package, as well as the heads-up display that was also part of the technology package, which we won't be able to see right now until we turn on the car, which we're going to do in just a little moment. It's also going to feature, of course, the advanced real-time traffic information, once again, with the technology package and the remote services. So it's just a kind of combination of a few different packages as one. This car is also going to feature the executive package, or of course now known as the executive tier, which is going to include the Parking Assistant Plus package. Now, what that little guy is going to do, which is a really cool little function, everybody has a backup camera nowadays, and of course, BMW did have a very nice HD one, but how many manufacturers have an adjustable 3D camera? So we can actually just choose where we want the camera to rotate around the car, in case you can see where you're getting close at, or you can just set the car to adjust it automatically and show you where you're getting close, which right now it actually shows me right over here getting a little close in the 7 Series. So if I were to start driving, it would actually change the camera view automatically to that area. It also means if I see this car can also parallel and reverse park itself entirely by itself. It's really cool stuff to show. Always fun to actually to scare some of the new people that aren't familiar with some of this technology. Really sharp stuff to show off. Of course, this one, since it does have the trailer hitch, we do also get a trailer hitch camera right over here that'll actually show you the angle you're approaching the hitch or the ball there, so it's really cool. And of course, even a car wash camera. Really neat stuff. Of course, some of the other things that are going to come with the executive package, because I don't like to misquote people, so we're going to go back to referencing that little guy, is going to be the digital instrument cluster, which is really popular with everybody. And we do have a little message right over here, because this is a showroom car, which the battery will, of course, be replaced here, so no problems. We also have the active park distance control, which we already saw, is, of course, the little radar system for the front and rear, and even sides to the most part of the car, the rear view camera, and the surround view with 3D, which we already mentioned there. This one, we already mentioned the 21-inch multi-spoke alloy wheels. Really gorgeous there. Very sharp. This car is also going to come with a trailer hitch, which you already mentioned there. The Apple CarPlay compatibility. A lot of those people with Apple iPhones are a big fan of that. It's a pretty cool little feature. It just projects your phone screen right onto the navigation system right over there. It's very easy to operate. This car is also going to come with a Harman Kardon 16-speaker, 600-watt stereo system. We can always kind of tell if a car has this package because a lot of the speakers are in kind of this more metallic gray look. And, of course, on the front, we have the little tweeter area right over here. It also says Harman Kardon. So 16-speaker, 600-watt stereo system, digital amplifier, 2 subwoofers under each of the driver's seats. Pretty cool, or each of the front seats there. Really sharp stuff. But let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats. Of course, we do see that blue stitching does transfer to the back. Really sharp styling on the car. Of course, it looks really nice with the blue ambient lighting matched. 4-zone climate control with auto adjusting as well. Pretty cool. And of course, coming over here to the trunk. Uh-oh, lost the window sticker. Electronically opening and closing tailgate. And you could also open it just by giving a little kick right under there. But since this one does have the trailing pack, the tow hook package, we can't do that. So it is just electronically opening and closing. Of course, you got a little bit of extra storage right over here beneath this little guy. This little extra storage area right here is actually hydraulically assisted now. So you can see right over here, plenty of storage space. The privacy screen is still removable as well. So just a little button press right over here. Pretty great. And we'll go ahead and close this guy up. Of course, all new LED taillights as well, which look just amazing on the car. Just really a very well-around package. Now, of course, let's go ahead and see if we can listen to the engine bay here. So I'm going to unplug my headset. And let's start the car. taking the car all the way into Sport Plus. Very nice garbly exhaust sound, really aggressive, very sharp stuff. And I always like to show this off right over here. This little guy is actually a little indicator to let you know if your backseat passengers are wearing their seatbelts or not. Really cool little feature there. Well, let's go ahead and plug in the headset again. But if you do have any questions regarding this car or any other car in our lot, as you always know, give us a little ring or email us. We're always happy to get you all taken care of. Other than that, we hope to hear from you soon, and have a great day.